searching for gaming knowledge comes the man, the myth, a legend in his own mind, Critical. Welcome back, guys and gals, Critical here. Today we're going to be doing another episode of Subsistence on my softcore solo co-op world, but we're going to be doing something different. Today we are going to debunk the theory that there is no fiber in the world. My plan is, first off, this is now a testing world, though I'll revert back to my normal Let's Play world, but I've turned off the hunters. There's no hunters out there. I have got food on me. I am gonna grab a big chicken dinner and take that with me because eventually I'll be able to eat that. That'll be the first thing. I've got some apples and some protein bar. But what I would like to do today is literally just run around the map and count fiber. All right, so here we go. So if you search the forums, in the Subsistence forums on the oh, there's my first one on the Steam page, and you search for the word fiber, you will find post after post after post of people that say that there's no fiber in the game. I can't find fiber. I run the entire day and I never find any fiber whatsoever. And now us old timers, we kind of have a bad well, I try not to, but some I've had a bad reaction before too, but people have had bad reactions to that because no matter how much we tell these people that the fiber's out there, the fiber is out there, the fiber is out there, they don't believe us. They literally do not believe us that there's actually fiber out there. And we tell them that it's there, it's just they're not seeing it. And it's not meant as a slight. Unfortunately, the newer people who are frustrated because of it, of not actually seeing the fiber, get frustrated very quickly and don't understand that what we're actually saying is true. It's out there, it's just you're not seeing it. And it's not only that you don't see it. I walk past probably 20 or 30 actual quote-unquote fiber plants in every episode that I don't loot. Either because of an animal, hunters, I was distracted by a squirrel like that locked crate I just saw over there. Something pulls my brain away from it, and or I'm not really dying for fiber. I've got a ton of fiber in my house. Now, how did I get that? Long gameplay, yes. That much I admit. I've got a lot of time in the game, a lot of practice looking for fiber. But I had to get that way. I had to get to the point, oh, I'm still not hungry enough. Get to the point where I actually notice the fiber. And even I miss fiber. Now, if I shoot any animals, I am just going to leave their corpse, the rotting corpse, and walk away from it. I don't need anything in this game. This is not a real world. This world will cease to exist once I revert back to my original save. Because I'm not getting rid of my Let's Play world to do this. I think it'd be something kind of fun. Now, I did send a message to Cole Games and ask him, would it be possible to change the way fiber looks? You know, is there some unique code that I could put in to make fiber as tall as a tree or something? Well, actually, I just wanted like a different color, like bright green or outlined of some sort, and he said no. It wasn't just no. It would require a retooling of the game to get to that point. And he'd have to put out a whole separate build just if I wanted to do this. He thought the idea was cool for actually doing an episode just on fiber, but the feasibility of doing what I wanted to do was a little bit too difficult, you know, too much effort for the payoff. But yeah, the forums have been rocking with the I can't find fiber, and this is one of my favorite ways of getting fiber. If you're out in the regular, going up a hill with a rising or setting sun, the fiber seems to shine almost. Especially with the setting sun. I think the setting sun really sets off the fiber in the game. At least I've always felt that way. And then the second best way, actually the best way to get fiber, if I have to be honest, is just run the big lake. There is so much fiber along the beach, and it stands out so well. A look out there. I'm not seeing any. I saw a piece of fiber right there. See it right there? That's a piece of fiber. And that might be one right there, too. Oh, is this our first drive-by wolfing? Yep, there's a drive-by wolfing. Tell the kids to look away, because wolves are getting ready to die. Now, some of these could be blueberries as well. They're a very similar looking plant. There is a difference between them. The blueberry plants actually have blueberries on them, but they also have a little bit of a different structure as well. Now, the bears I need to be careful of, because they won't be a one-shot kill and run by. Most of the wolves should be. I should be okay. Now, one of those was a blueberry. And when you're running, it's hard to see if they're blueberries or not before you pick them. Sometimes I can call it. It was kind of a running game there for a while. That like I just call out, oh, it's blueberries or it's fiber as I ran up to it. Which that happened to work for those too. That was complete coincidence. You know, it's a coinky-dink. I had no prior knowledge. It just happened to be that. And this is not post-commentary. I've thought about doing it post-commentary, but I really hate doing post-commentary. I prefer to have live action commentary. It just feels more natural to me. It's what I've always... Well, I've done 1 or 2 post-commentaries, and that's either when my commentary was horrible, but the video was good, or it just didn't record and I had to do it post if I wanted to save the video. So that does happen too. Now, I'm not going to count fiber that I see on the other side of the fence. That sometimes happens still. And if it does, I won't count that fiber because obviously that's that fiber I can get to. What's going to drive me crazy is when I'm going to do the video and post and I look back, and when I look out at a distance, I've got to sit there and try to identify and count all the fiber that's on the screen. And I'm going to miss something. I cannot wait for certain people in my community. They're going to go, Critical, you missed fiber at 1 minute 15 seconds, 0.3, and at 5 minutes 23 seconds, 0.52. It was on your left, your right, and one right up your butt. You know, it's going to happen. I guarantee you they are going to drive me insane with how many pieces of fiber that I missed. And they'll think it's the funniest thing in the world, and they won't stop doing it. Trust me, I will be hearing about this for eternity. But I'm willing to make that sacrifice for my viewers and the Subsistence community, to be ridiculed for the fact that I missed this one piece of fiber in my fiber video. You know, the funny thing is, I'm talking about a video for fiber, and the flow of my commentary is almost non-stop. It's like the fiber is helping me pass what's in my brain out my mouth. And yes, I'm making a reference, so whatever. Whatevs. Blueberry. Now, I did have a suggestion for Cole Games, and he said it was interesting and he'll think about it. And I have a secondary suggestion for him. So the first one I made yesterday when I broached this idea, I did. See, I actually missed a fiber. It's not the only fiber I've missed, trust me. But it was close. Was that anytime that you chop a tree and you take all the wood from a tree, kind of like the big trees where you get a grub at the end, we should get X number of fiber. Maybe these 1 trees right here won't give you any. A 3 log tree. You know what? Up yours, wolf. A 3 log tree would give you, I don't know, 2, let's say. And a 4 log tree would give you 3. That might be too much. I don't know. But some kind of idea where if you take all the logs out of a tree. You spend the time and beat the tree until it gives you all its wood, that you should get a little bit of fiber for that. And another idea that I just thought of is, okay, blueberries, a blueberry bush gives you blueberries, but why don't we get fiber for that when we grab the blueberries as well? Because blueberries can have fiber. I don't know. I don't know if that would flood the market with fiber or not. 'Cause that's the only thing. It's also a balance thing, guys. If everything gives you fiber, then fiber has no meaning, and the fiber gathering kind of becomes secondary. I would say an injection, a secondary source other than just finding it on the ground, is what's necessary, and not a complete overhaul. At least that's the way I see it. Now I need to check my food here in a second, so I actually am going to pause my crazy running, because I know that's driving some people crazy. Oh my god, he's cheating because he's running without stopping, and you can't do that. I can't walk 2 feet without starving and being without stamina and without food. How are you running the entire... Because I know what I'm doing. Plus, I've got my stats going pretty good right now. Alright, let's eat an apple. And I'm going to be a pig and continuously feed myself the entire day. That in itself will help keep my stamina levels up. And the fact that I don't have to worry about hunters really makes this, you know, a lot easier. Now, if I could turn off all the animals, then I could really do a fiber-centered video. I still have to worry about, you know, bears, mountain lions. Yeah, wolves, you really can't call them wood tigers? Oh my. Oh, there's a cougar. And she's hungry. This isn't good. She was definitely away from the mountain this time. Now, this is not a bad area, except for the cougars, to find fiber, because they stand out on the snow. And I wasn't planning on going this way. I'm being pushed this way by the little kitty behind me. The little kitty. Ow! Don't hit me. I'm finding fiber. How can I find fiber if I've got you running up my butt? Huh? And yes, I am hovering over my splint button just in case. What level were you, by the way? Because, man, you know what? I'm gonna keep going. It's a fiber, not a cougar video. I'll do a cougar video later. I actually do need to do some cougar hunting on this profile, though. I need more sinew. Always need more sinew and need rope. And if you want rope, you need what? You need cordage. And to get cordage, you need fiber. See, it's this vicious cycle. Ooh. Now, it might seem as though the fiber has kind of disappeared. But, hello. The thing about it is, if I were to turn back on myself, go back the way that I came, I bet you there's fiber behind me. Either fiber that I missed, or that has since spawned in. Because stuff is always spawning and despawning in this game. If I'm correct, when something is in the game, when it spawns in, it hangs around for roughly 18 minutes. And then it despawns, and that spawn node spawns somewhere else? I don't know if I'm explaining that correctly, but I do know that I've actually timed how long it takes a bag to a loot container to despawn in this game, and it was roughly 18 minutes. Every time that I tested it, I could reload a game, step out, see the first bag literally right on my doorstep, and just sit there and watch it, and it would stay there for 18 minutes. And I'm guessing, this is just a guess, that the plants are the same way. So the vegetables, the medical plants, and the fiber and the blueberries are all on the same kind of timer. And just because I'm not there doesn't mean this stuff isn't spawning and despawning. See, now there's some fiber I didn't get because there's several animals in the way and I didn't feel like fighting them right now. Bear going after a deer. Now the funny thing is, even though that bear is going after the deer, if I got too close, the bear would immediately turn and attack me. Because it's hard-coded that no matter what it's already doing, I taste better than a deer. I don't think that to a bear, I would taste better than a deer. Honestly, I don't think that, but that's the way the game's coded. And I've been thinking about maybe building on that cliff. It'd be a nice area. Things I have to think about, huh? Now in this area, it's really hard to spot the fiber because there's all these new plants that I have to try to pick the fiber out of. Because this area... Now, I don't know if Cold Games is going to spread some of these plants to the other areas or if this is the start of the biomes where certain plants only grow in certain areas and that's quote-unquote a separate biome of some sort. That's possible. He hasn't, relayed all his plans to me. Very little, by the way. I do love the sound of the other ground over here. It's so different. After playing this game for a long time and only having one type of sound. When we first added the beach sand, I was like, ooh, do you hear the difference? And now we have this kind of a different forest, and once again I hear the difference. Yeah, hello, come here. It's a drive-by wolfing. Boom, shakalaka. I know I'm leaving a lot of stuff behind, but guys, remember, I am not going to keep this world. This world is going to get reverted back to what it's supposed to be. My Let's Play a world with actual hunters in it. Now, I might miss some fibers in this one, guys. If I do, don't hate me. This area is really hard to find fibers because there's so many other plants that sit up. It's either screening or it's just pulling my eyes away from it because it's just so much. So if I miss a few here, give me a break. It's a difficult area. Oh. Keep an eye out for the wolf. Immediately just gonna start eating. Eat another fiber bar. Let's go ahead and drink a water. There we go. See, I planned for this. I had this all planned out. Oh. See now that color green really pop out. Fiber is that dull green, which in itself can pop out just depending on what the background is to it. Might have a bear issue. Let's try running sideways. Ah, there's some fiber. Or a blueberry. From this distance, I really can't tell. I think this one's a fiber, but let's see. Yep, it was a fiber. Maybe if I don't have a bear or wolf chasing me, the next one I find on the beach, we'll get a close-up look at real quick. Here we go. Here's one up here. Just in case you've never gotten a close-up look, this is fiber. That's what you're looking for. That right there is a blueberry plant. See the blue berries on it? Now, when you're running at full speed and just trying to guess, I don't expect you to be able to, trust me, if I'm not being able to do it, I don't expect anybody else to be able to do it, but this is a fiber though. It also matters what resolution you're playing on, how close your screen is. There's a lot of different factors in this, but like I said, the golden hour for finding fiber for me is with the setting sun on a hill. Get that sun setting behind a hill, and I swear the fiber seems to glow in the shadows. It's really cool. Piece of fiber right up there. Like I said, this is from like me training myself on spotting fiber at a distance. And honestly, that's what you want to do. You want to spot the fiber from as far back as you possibly can. Because then it gives you the opportunity to first see it. The further you can see it from, the better you can plan your approach to it. You know, one, is it worth getting near the wolf or the bear or the hunter camp that the fiber is near? You can plan your speed so that you're going at full speed when you reach it, and what vector you want to take to get away from that area. So it allows you to find, there's one right there. Fortunately, there's, oh, and I almost missed the one here, see? Kind of curious how much fiber I have in my inventory right now. But I mean, if you went out concentrating on nothing but getting fiber, now that means, you know, first, you've got enough food and water, you don't have to worry about that. Keep an eye on your stamina bar, like I haven't, and I ran out of stamina twice almost already, because that could be death really quick. And also consider running a path that allows you to figure 8 or circle back, or triangle / square, octagon, whatever angle you want to take, that leads you back to your house, or have a drop-off location. Like for me, in this world, I could run around the lake and then come back to my fishing hole. I've got a storage chest right there, and drop my fiber off at the storage. So in case I die on the second leg of my fiber run, I don't lose half of the fiber that I'm carrying. Or 1/3. 33.33%, if my memory strikes. Look at this. Fiber, 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 and fiber. Just right there. Just, you know. Oh, there's another piece right over there too. Let's get all these real quick. And that's what you're trying to train your brain to do. And it's seriously, that was a blueberry. That's what you're trying to train your brain to do, is identify it from a distance. Catch the outline and say, okay, that's a plant. Maybe from this distance I can't tell if it's fiber or blueberry, but either way I want it. Blueberries is a food source, and hopefully a cooking source. Blueberry pie, baby, is what I'm waiting for. And, you know, it's either a food source or it's a fiber source. You need both. Once again, this is the type of view that's going to drive me crazy in post. I think right next to that chicken is some fiber. Let's run and check it out. Now I've got a storm coming in, so that's going to kind of mess with my timeline. I wanted to, oh, maybe not. Oh well, see, that one fooled me. I wanted to go from sun up to sundown, and I might not be able to tell when sundown happens. I guess when it gets too dark, that's when I'll just call it. Now, back by my house, I'm not going to stop, I'm going to keep going, but now I'm going to track this way. I already tracked that way, but I bet you if I go that way, there's more fiber that I didn't see before. Right there. There's a fiber. Let's go grab that real quick. I feel sorry for the post me, because it's going to be torture trying to find each one of these pieces of fiber. Hence why I wanted to change the color, make it bright pink with Christmas lights on them or something, just so that they're so obvious it's not even funny. Pulsing pink or something, or no, alternating pink and purple. Oh, love that first rumbling of a storm coming in. This actually is a nut. I like this. This is awesome. It's probably an onion if I'm not mistaken. Yep, onions. Oh, there's some fiber. Oh, look at all that fiber right there. Oh, see, I got a bear in the way. And I got fiber, but guess what? We are going bonsai fiber run, so I'm going to get it. I don't care about the bear. No, you don't want to touch me. I don't taste good. I'm full of nothing but fiber. Does that sound appealing? I don't think so. And dude, running behind with this much fiber in my system, and you're gonna run behind me? Are you crazy? That's the worst position to be in right now. Oh, there's some right there. See, even with the rain and the light fog that comes in with all that and the setting sun, oh, it was blueberries, but oh well. I could still catch the outline. There's another one. Another locked crate too. Not the same one. The first one I saw was sitting next to the one rock, and that one's all by itself, all by its lonesome. Oh, all right, time to eat. 96 fiber so far, and I'm sure I've missed some fiber, so. 16 blueberries, that's pretty good. Now, I don't expect you guys to get this, you know, if you guys, oh, well, I'm going to do what Critical did and run around and try to get fiber like this. I've got a level 2 shotgun. My levels, as in my stamina and health, are almost up to in the 90s now. I've got endgame gear, let's just be honest. And I've turned off my hunters. And all I'm doing, I'm not picking up crates that I'm passing. I'm not stopping for locked chests or anything like that. I'm not even harvesting the wolves that I do drive-by wolfings on. I am literally just running around picking up plants and fiber and blueberries, and that's it. And learning how much I'm actually, oop, there's a piece way over there. And one in between, awesome. I'm hoping to hit 100 fiber. I think I'm gonna do it easy. It depends if I'm start seeing more blueberry or more, if I'm getting lucky and having blueberries or fiber. We'll just have to wait and see. Oh, I'm gonna hit 100 easy. I'm gonna hit 100 easy. Now, what I'm not doing that I normally would do in a real game is that when I stop to eat or something, I have this much fiber and I'm like in the beginning of the game and I'm trying to build up fiber and cordage. I would actually, oh, there we go, 106 so far. I would actually already, while I'm running around, be crafting cordage. That way, I'm using this run time. I'm not wasting my time just running around in circles. I'm actually gathering and crafting at the same time. Might as well use the time. Yeah. Cage always, you know, ABC, always be crafting. And he definitely has a point. In 7 Days to Die and into this game, you always want to be crafting if you can do it. If you have the materials on you. But be aware that if you start crafting stuff, let's say I picked up 100 fiber and I'm going to continue on and keep running around and trying to get more fiber. If I get to the, I go ahead and tell my tune, okay, take this fiber, turn it into 50 cordage. And I set all that up. And then I die a few minutes later. All of that cordage is lost. You don't lose 33.33% of the fiber and cordage that you started crafting. You lose all of what you're crafting. So be aware of that. There's a positive and a negative to it. Oh, it's starting to get real dark now, guys. I might not be able to get home before I have to end the video. Because, I mean, if it's pitch black, it's not gonna, you know, it's not gonna do any good. And in post, I am not gonna be able to see the fiber that I'm missing. I know I'm missing fiber now, just because it's getting dark. I'm checking my OBS, seeing what see how dark it is. It is very dark, but I found a fiber, yay! I think we're gonna have to end it right here, unfortunately. Ah, you know what? I am so close to the house. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I think, yep, there it is. See? No worries. One more piece of fiber. Maybe under my house, because I have it, it spawns in my cave under the house as well. Not too bad a day. All right, what was our final numbers here? Just as I run out of stamina too, that's perfect. So I got 108 fibers, 18 medical herbs, 3 scrap metal. Man, I could have done better on that. 3 carrots, 18 blueberries, 1 carrot seed, 1 potato, 1 onion. And that's not too bad. I mean, seriously, that's not a bad day, a bad haul. All right, guys and gals. I've been Critical. This has been Subsistence, the Fiber Run. Hope you guys have enjoyed this content. If you have, drop a like, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Bye.